and welcome to Virtual Pantry. This is an Android application that specializes in finding recipes based on ingredients that you have. As you get into the app, it will give you quick tutorials via GIFs on how to do any swiping, pressing of buttons to cover all the interactions that you'll need for the app. At this point, the user will be prompted to set their preferences. Within here, the user will be able to set notifications, add and delete any allergies they may have, as well as set dietary restrictions such as vegan or vegetarian. The user will also be able to enter in their ingredients. In the pantry view, this is where the user does that. By pressing Add Ingredients, the user may select multiple items that they wish to add to their pantry and then confirm. Similarly, the user will be able to highlight any ingredients they would like to delete and confirm it by pressing the Remove Selected Ingredients button. Let's take a look at the recipe of the day. In here, you can see the ingredients used as well as their quantities. And below that, you can see a list of steps which can be swiped left to delete them as completed. And below that, there is a list of ingredients used for this recipe, which can be selected to add them to your grocery list. Lastly, at the very bottom, there is a like and favorite button, should the user want to save these. With our recipe liked and favorited, let's check it out. In the favorited and liked screens, you can clearly see that after we have added that cinnamon roll recipe, it shows up and the user can open and view it as they would with any other recipe. Let's search for some recipes. After you've added ingredients into the pantry, when you press the Search for Recipes button, recipes will be returned from our API. As you scroll through, you can click on any of these recipes to view the same recipe view previously mentioned. Next, in the history screen, you can see that the format is very similar to liked and favorited. Recipes are added whenever a specific recipe is opened and viewed. As soon as that occurs, it will appear in the history as the most recent item viewed. Let's take a look at our grocery list. If you recall from the previous recipe, the cinnamon roll recipe, we added both eggs and salt to our exhausted ingredients. Within the list, you can swipe left to delete ingredients, and when you delete ingredients that the app recognizes as valid, it will ask you to auto-add them to your pantry, which it will do automatically. The other element of the home screen is the suggested recipes. Currently, since this was the first launch of the app, no suggested recipes existed. However, now that we have viewed a couple recipes, when you go to reopen the app, your home screen will now populate recipes for the user to look at. In this case, it took the cinnamon roll recipe that we viewed and gave us multiple recipes very similar to it. One last thing. For many of the screens, there's a help button in the top right, which will take the user back to the tutorial page. From here, the user can relearn and review any of the functionality they may have forgotten. Thank you so much for watching this demo of Virtual Pantry. It will be released on May 3rd, the same day as Innovation Day. Check us out. Thanks.